Hello everyone, it's Just a Dad. Should you buy the Dreame Aero wet dry floor mop? We're going to clean up a big mess here, but before we get started, I did purchase this with my own money. I wasn't paid for this video, but I do use links. If you purchase this product from a link in my description or on my website, justadadapproved.com, the product's not going to cost you anymore, but I do earn a small commission from the sale. This is Home of the Honest Review. I don't take sponsorships. That way I can give you my honest review. Now, if you want to see my top wet dry mops, check out my website, Dad's Top Picks. I also review robot vacuum cleaners. So did the Dreame Aero earn the Just a Dad approved sticker? It absolutely did. You're gonna see how well it picks up this big mess here. What's the reason you're gonna buy this? Well, it's relatively lightweight. It lies flat, okay? There's no technology as far as voice prompts or anything. Simple to use. Let's turn it on. You've got 4 modes. That's max mode. Suction only. Quiet mode. It's putting down solution and vacuuming. It's just quiet. Well, not really. That's like general purpose cleaning. It's putting down solution. There's no trigger to pull or anything. It's automatically putting the solution down and suction. When I go to max, it puts down more solution and you get a little bit more suction power. And again, there's dry only. Let's go to max. All right, we're going to see exactly how it is. It's very lightweight to move. Can you get those crumbs in the corner? Almost. We'll try it the other way. Ketchup. Long hair and dry material. Not too bad. Liquid. Now we're just going to clean the floor. Again, lightweight to move. If I got a stain, I'm just going to go over it a bunch. I can vacuum and mop my entire floors. Now, for a big dry mess, you should vacuum first, but you always can't vacuum first. That's about as far in the corner as you can get. It doesn't get quite all the corner, but it does get up against the wall. Turn it off. Stand it upright. Around back, this is the dirty water tank. And I'm going to show you why I love it so much is because it's got this handle that helps it get out. But that's full of dirt and material. Now we're going to do the self-cleaning function. Water tank is easy to fill up. Click it. Turn it over, fill it up. There's the edge to edge. No long hair wrap. Now this dock only charges it. It doesn't like blow hot air on the roller or heat the water, but we can do a self-cleaning right here. You're going to hit this button and that's going to self-clean it. The roller, it doesn't use hot air. It just uses room temperature water, but it does clean that roller and clean the pipe going up to the dirty water tank. Now, because it doesn't have all the advanced features, this thing retails for 300 bucks, but I got mine on sale for about $280, which is a pretty good price. Like the H12, it blows hot air on the roller to dry it to help prevent odor, so it's a little bit nicer. They have an Aero Pro that uses hot air, but you're going to pay more for those features. Here's the explanation for the different modes. And again, if you want to see the scorecard, how it stacks up against the brand new Roomba, the older Dreame, Roborocks, I even got a bunch of Tinicos, check out my website, justadadapproved.com. You can see all the scorecards and my top picks. Now, its closest competitor is the S6 Stretch. Sometimes it can be about the same price, but normally it's a little bit more expensive, but it does dry the mop roller with hot air. But its really closest competitor is the Tinico i5 Stretch. This one is pretty much the same. It lies flat, but it doesn't dry the mop roller with hot air. So these typically are in the same price range. This one's a little thicker. This one's lighter weight than the Dreame. Now I do like the X4 Pro is one of my favorites, but it's got a pretty big dock. But it's got advanced features of drying the mop roller and different things. The Mova M10 is pretty close, but it does dry with hot air. These are like $800 to $1,000 ones. They got lots of advanced features. Okay, it's all done. Yep, that mop roller is pretty clean. There, we're at max. That's two different maxes. One for when it's lying down, but let's take this to the sink. Now here's the reason I like the Dreame. This handle is nice. This O-ring likes to stick on a lot of them. But see how easy that was? There is a little chamber there to help catch some stuff. But, wow, did a good job. Easy to clean. Make sure you clean that out or it will start to stink and you'll get a bunch of odor. Now the second part of this, I'm gonna do the complete unboxing. If you wanna check measurements, I go through how to assemble it. There is a little bit of assembly, but it's relatively easy to use. There's not a lot of technology, which is kind of a good thing sometimes. You know, the more expensive ones seem to have a lot more technology and they're kind of heavier, bigger batteries, but runtime on this, 35 minutes. That's not too bad. So for an average house, it's gonna do okay. So again, check out the website, justadadapproved.com for the top picks on wet dry floor vacs, cordless vacuum cleaners, and robot. Hello everyone, it's Just a Dad. Today we're gonna do the unboxing on the Dreame Aero wet dry floor mop. Here's everything that comes in the box. We've got to install the handle. You do get some solution, a cleaning brush, an extra filter, and you're gonna have to charge it. You're gonna plug this charger into a wall outlet, and then you're gonna plug it in around back right here. And then when you mount or when you place the wet dry floor mop, it's going to charge it. Now there is no drying of the mop roller. It doesn't use hot water to wash the mop roller, but it does have a self-cleaning cycle that you're gonna do in here. Here it is, the clean water tank. You're gonna take this over to the sink. You're gonna fill this up with clean water. Then you add about a cap full of cleaning solution. Now it does pretty close to edge cleaning. Let's take the roller off. Don't get that wet, but you will have to clean this area. There's a scraper, a comb, and there's the suction port that's going to suck everything off of the roller. You will have to replace this once in a while. Line it up and put this. This will only go one way, kind of there. And click that in the side. Make sure the clean water tank clicks on. Let's look at the bottom. That's where it charges it. The wheels are just self-spinning. There's a squeegee on the bottom. Around back, this is the dirty water tank. So make sure when you're in lie flat, you don't go, it's not above that before you go into the lie flat position. If you're only doing standing cleaning, you can go all the way up to this max position. Let's take the dirty, I like this handle. I love this dirty water tank, and I'm gonna show you why. This red handle, that's how you get the lid off. So just lift it up. It unseats that O-ring, which those can stick and be really hard. So then you just lift it up. You're gonna empty all that out. There's a filter. You will have to replace this and clean this filter once in a while, but it is reusable for a while. If it's wet, you wanna make sure and let it dry before you put it back in. There's a screen that's gonna catch some big chunks and hair and different things. A sensor to let you know when the dirty water tank is full. Then you simply gotta push it on and click it into place. Now before I install the handle, you got a power button and a mode button. You got 4 modes of operation. You've got quiet, standard, like max, and suction only. Let's go ahead and install it. Click it into place. Up top, also when you put it in the dock, that's the self-cleaning button. So you're gonna press that to self-clean it. All right, let's see how tall it is. From the floor to the handle, 45.5 or 115 centimeters. Now it does lie perfectly flat. To the handle, 50 inches or 129 centimeters. It's got like a roller right there that's gonna help it roll when it's flat. And it's really thin when it's flat. So it's only 3.8 inches tall whenever it's lie flat. That's a unique feature, how this is the same size as that. So I hope this unboxing video helped. Now the best place to go to find these robot vacuum cleaner picks is justadadapproved.com. Up here in the top header, you're gonna see best overall vacuums, best for pet hair, best under 1,000, best under 500, and best under 300. Let's check best overall. I don't give you 20 picks. I give you 5 of my top robot vacuum cleaners with the score, but I have all the information to back it up. If you want to read the full review, why did I pick the Mova V50? Let's go see the full review. You can see the videos that I have right here to back it up. I have my 3-month real-world score test, my real-world testing results, cost to own, my robot specs that I think are important to robot vacuum cleaners, some quick buy it if, skip if, and then a simple review. Thanks everybody for watching. If you found this video helpful, hit the like and subscribe button. Also check out where you can find all my approved products on my website, justadadapproved.com. You'll see a little link to it here at the end of the video. If you click on that, that's going to take you right to my website.